Alright guys, so I'll be showing you how to replace these rubber brake lines, the front ones on your W203 C-class Mercedes. They'll start to wear out, and when you touch them, the rubber will get your hands black, get black stuff on gloves or whatever. And this will also help firm up the brake pedal, and we will be bleeding the brakes today too in this car. So make sure you have W203 brake fluid, and we'll get started. Alright, so first we're going to get our wheels off, and I've already broken mine loose, and they are 17s. And make sure you get your car chalked good so it doesn't roll down, and we'll pull the front wheels off. Alright, next you're going to want to loosen this nut, which is 11mm. I like to use these box end wrenches so you don't strip them. Alright, after that you have this part that goes into the caliper. Now this screws into the caliper, it doesn't have a nut on it. Now it's either 13 or I couldn't get my 13 box wrench to slide over it, so I got a 9/16 standard. Alright, now we're putting our new one back. Make sure you get it slid through this little rubber hole right here. That's how it slides in. Just slides in. And then you want to start tightening where it goes into the caliper first. This one, you don't have any washers on it or anything like that, but tighten it at the caliper first. And then when you're done with that, go up here to this nut and get that tight. And I don't know if there's any torque specs, but make sure you get them tightened down good so you don't have any fluid leaking out. Alright, now up top you'll want to make sure you have these two pieces right here slid into these teeth here, in between two of the teeth, and then you'll get on this nut behind and you'll just tighten that up. And then I would wash it off right after that, because I wouldn't want the brake fluid to damage any of the paint on here. Alright guys, now I am actually doing the back, because after I did the front and lifted up the back to bleed the brakes, I realized the back were starting to wear out. And if you look right there, I don't know if you can see, but they're starting to crack on the rear line. So I will now be replacing the back lines. It's pretty much the same as the front, so get your car jacked up and off the ground, but I would start with your driver's side and then go to your passenger side, because we'll have to start bleeding the brakes on the passenger side first. Alright, so first we're going to start by loosening this top nut right here on the brake line, and it is a 11mm, or if you don't have a 11, 7/16 should fit, because 11 is a bit of an odd size wrench to have. Alright, after you get that loose, make sure you have some type of container, catch the leaking brake fluid. We will go for the brake line, which on the front and back is a 14. So break this loose. Alright, after you get your old line out, take your new line and put it in your caliper first. And then you'll want to put it in this nut right here and tighten them down. Alright, after you guys are done, make sure you get any brake fluid off any parts like that may have paint on them, because it will take paint off. So just rinse it off, and then I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll show you how to bleed the brakes. Alright, now we're going to bleed the brakes. We're going to start with right rear, then left rear. In the back, the bleeder is right here. It's got this little rubber cap on. Make sure you put that back so you don't get dirt in there. And I'm going to be using a clear line so I can see the air bubbles. And I'm going to have the car running and have someone push the brakes for me. And I'll have them hold on the brakes, and I'll let off and let the fluid out and close the back and have them pump the brakes again. And then I'll go from wheel to wheel like that. And make sure you use W203 brake fluid, because that's what these vehicles require. Alright guys, on the front, the bleeder is just behind the caliper, and I am doing the passenger side, then I'll move to driver's side, but after that the brakes will be bled and they'll be done. Remember to make sure to keep filling your master cylinder as you're doing it, so you don't have to go back and restart again if you get air in the system. But if you have any questions, comment down below. If you like the video, leave a like, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, especially on this car.